Hey guys, it's Becky. I am back with another process video. Today we are going to be using Shimelle's project pad. Now, do you remember when this came out? Was it last year, the beginning of last year possibly? I just loved this and I really wanted to use it so bad. But funny thing, I think I've only used it this one time. In this new year 2019, I am going to try to be more intentional with what I purchase. Maybe spend a little bit more time deciding on it instead of saying, oh, this just came out, I have to get it, because I've got too much stuff and it's from making snap decisions to purchase something like I did with this project pad. What I'm scrapbooking are several little photos. I think they're 2x2s. When we went on vacation at this time, this was in September 2017, I took some paints and watercolors and some paint brushes and some colored pencils with me, and I was talking about in my journaling, I'm talking about an artsy vacation, because you're not on the go 24/7. Sometimes we'd when we were sitting in our rooms, I would just, do a little painting. I was really in this phase where I was liking to do watercolor painting with big words on it. That's what all the photos are up at the top. So this is one of those videos that I pull out of the vault. This layout in this video was made in April of 2018, and it's very interesting for me to look back at this because I'm not sure if this is something I would do today. I would definitely use this same design, but I don't know if I would use this much color, this much. Man, it's busy. I'm not sure that I would do that today. That's like 9 months ago. So I guess I must have changed my opinion on things within the span of 9 months, because I really don't think I would do this at this point in time. This Shimelle collection does have quite a bit of creative type bits in it. Well, I guess most of her collections seem like they do. So on this one, there was a lot of paintbrushes. I went ahead and pulled out several of those, but right here, that strip that I used on the join between the white cardstock and the pattern paper, that is the end of colored pencils. And I thought that worked perfectly because in one of the photos that I'm going to use down at the bottom, it is a picture of a stack of my watercolors, little small tins of watercolors. And one of the hotel cups that I have my pencils, my colored pencils sticking up out of. Those are actually watercolor color pencils, but that's beside the point. It's fine. Same thing. So I thought that tied in pretty nicely. I did find this little element that I've just put up at the top, the green one. It's a perfect little spot for just a little bit of journaling. Usually I would do a lot more journaling than what I did on that little type or that little piece, but I'm really glad that I had already did it because, like I said, this was 9 months ago, and I'm super glad that I already had taken care of the journaling at that time. Since this time in April, when I made this layout, I've gotten really bad about not doing my journaling immediately, and I kind of need to get back to how it used to be. The thing is now, the reason I haven't been doing my journaling immediately a lot of the times is because I handwrite it. And once I start handwriting on it, sometimes it's really messy. And in my opinion, it kind of takes away from the layout, which I don't care once it's already in my book. But just for the benefit of social media, maybe y'all don't need to see all of that. You should just see it clean. And then I can mess it up later. So I did go ahead and pull out my title. It is Artsy Vacation. The vacation is, I don't remember what the font is, but it's kind of like, feels vinyl, this thicker that I have on there. It feels like a vinyl thicker. It's pretty interesting. And then I pulled out the word artsy, and that came from that the project pad. We saw I cut out a strip of some dots. Here I'm taking a steel die and I'm just cutting out circle. Well, I cut out one circle. I'm going to pull that back out and cut out several circles because I have artsy sitting right there. You can see where it's on that strip of dots. I am going to cut out some dots from other colors and just kind of join them together to house my title, my artsy title. I end up using a teal, a green, and an orange. Right here you can see where I'm putting them together. I do have that royal blue, but if you can see how the word is laid out, artsy, the Y is a blue color, so I kind of need to switch that out for a different color. Here I'm not paying enough attention apparently. to the colors. And I'm like, oh, that's not going to work because you're not going to be able to see that Y if I put it on the blue. This layout was apparently done during the time where I was using quite a bit of double-sided tape. Do you remember that when I went through that phase? I don't know what that was all about, but I sure did use double-sided tape a lot. I think when I was editing this video and I went back and looked, I had the red line tape out. I think I might have even pulled the score tape out at one point in time. I used my ATG gun. I used my fine line bottle. Why am I using all these different adhesives on this very same? I mean, I don't know. It is insane. So here, when I put down Artsy, I kind of have A, the T, and the Y a little bit as, I don't want to say background, but kind of background, because I put the R and the S on top. So the R and the S kind of overlap onto their neighboring letters. Does that make sense? That's what I did here. And I am going to go ahead and pop that little block up on some foam tape. I'm going to go ahead and commit to this area at the top here. I already have wrote, well, nope, I'm writing it right now. Wrote my journaling on that little block right there. You see I left a little space over on the right hand side of that. That's because that's where that paintbrush was. And I'm going to stick that back down on there. These photos, I went ahead and kept them 2x2. I did border them in white. You can see when I just flipped that one over, there was a print on the back side of that. That's a piece of paper that I didn't think I would ever use. It was printed on one side, and then on the back side it was white. So I went ahead and used the back, as you would white cardstock, to border my photos with. These are so cute. I really would like to get back out my watercolors and maybe give this a go again. The letters aren't really all that great. I mean, I tried, but what I had done was I just kind of penciled it out in pencil, and then I took my micron pens and filled them in with black. So they're not, I mean, it wasn't really script, you know, I didn't really use a brush and script the letters on there. They were just drawn with a pencil and then filled in with black. So they could be a lot smoother, and they would be a lot smoother if you actually used a tip, but I didn't do that for these for those little pieces that I did. Okay, I am also going to add another circle up here at the top. If you saw there, I did put a circle underneath that paintbrush that is on the left-hand side of the photos. I'm also going to put a circle underneath the paintbrush that's on the right-hand side. So the circles are down there at the bottom. There's a paintbrush with on top of a circle. The Artsy's on circles. There's all these circles everywhere. So I had to go ahead and continue the circles up top, and that's what I did there, housing those paintbrushes on top of the circles, and then also that yellow circle just hanging off the side of the paper. Here I'm going to go ahead and pull out the enamel shades. These are really cute. They're kind of glittery. I wonder if I still have some of these left. I'm going to have to go look, because I wouldn't mind getting back into these. They're really cute. I am going to put 3 of those down around the page. And then I'm going to pull out some Heidi Swap Color Shine. I think it's in mustard, but I go show it to the camera too fast and I can't really tell. And again, it was a long time ago. I don't remember. And so I splattered that around the page. After I do that, I don't do anything else to this layout. I want to thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.